Hi, ik ben Jana.
Hola, me llamo Samantha.
Mijn naam is Laura Berends.
大家好，我的名字叫张路遥。
I'm Jana. I'm originally from Germany. I am 23 years old. I've studied international human resource management at Saxion here in Enschede in Netherlands. I'm working now for Demcon as an HR assistant, and Demcon is a high-tech technology company which has a lot of innovative products but also services.
Hola, me llamo Samantha Valenzuela, de México, y llevo 3 años viviendo en Enschede, y bienvenidos a Twente.
Mijn naam is Laura Berends. Ik werk bij Xsense Technologies in Enschede en ik ben HR officer. And we sell and we make 3D motion tracking technology.
Hi everyone, my name is Lu Yao. I'm from China and right now I'm working at Melbourne Analytical. It's a company that provides scientific instruments.
When I was 4, we started going on holiday to a German island, and for that we would always every year take the road through the Netherlands, like driving for 2 hours straight through the Netherlands. And basically that's what my mom told me later. When I was 4, I already said, oh, one day I'm going to be living in the Netherlands because I just simply love it here.
Well, the first impression was that the weather is really crazy because I still remember during my kick-in at the university it rained 3 times that day, so I was really impressed. And also the country compared to China is a small country. It's kind of cute. You can really go to West within a day.
I had it always in my head as an option and really something that I wanted to do, because otherwise I wouldn't have come studied here. But now my boyfriend is Dutch and we have a house here and everything, so I'm fully staying. But I did come with the intention of staying in the beginning anyways. Yeah.
No, I actually plan to work in China after graduation. But later on I left my study, I just met my boyfriend here, so I decided to come here and look for a job. On the first day, when you come to work in a new year, and all your colleagues will just come here and shake hands with you one by one and say, best wishes to you. And it's quite new to me. And also for your birthday, for example, normally you would bring something sweet to the company you share with your colleagues. So yeah, I found that nice.
Like the directness and honesty, like it's just straightforward, so I value that. Where I come from is more like you always have to say to people like, like be more, you need to be more, there's a word for that, persuasive. If you want people to do something. And here I think it's just like direct, like, I need this, and then they tell you, and then just go. I really value that people really value their time. And like, for example, if you work 9 to 5, it's 9 to 5. Like 5, you are gone of the building, or like everything is closed. So that's really nice. Like there is like a really work-life balance.
There's a relatively clear boundary between the work and personal life. And for example, after the work, I can just focus on my hobbies. And my colleagues don't really text me, ask me this and that after the work. I do it all in English. I don't speak good Dutch yet. It really depends on the job you are doing. So if your job requires you to speak with people in Dutch, then of course you have to say very good Dutch. But if your job speaking Dutch is not a must. For example, my job, I don't really need to speak Dutch. And also at our company, we have a lot of international employees, colleagues, and they do a very good job without speaking Dutch. So I really think it depends on what you do.
It's definitely advisable to learn Dutch. Yeah. And it's a nice language. If you have the time, please, I will advise to prioritize it. Like it makes things easier for sure. they say like, no, you don't need it, like they will speak English, but it certainly helps.
Yeah, I think that's definitely an advantage, especially, well, I can only most of the time speak from Demco now that I work here, but we also give internationals Dutch lessons because all the procedures and everything is in Dutch. I didn't have any difficulties, let's put it that way, and I already worked during my studies. I worked at a Dutch company already as a translator, and that's actually where I also picked up the Dutch language. And then later on I worked in a little tea house as a waitress because I wanted to practice my Dutch. And then I did my internship here as well in the Netherlands and now started working here. So I didn't have any many difficulties.
If you're into IT, for sure you will find a job. If you are into engineering, it's also easier. If you develop your language skills, will make things way more easier as well. If you're into social sciences, no, sorry.
I experience a lot of openness from Dutch companies towards internationals.
I think it depends on your background because, well, of course, compared to the western part of the Netherlands, I think there's less vacancies here, but there's also less competition. So I think mainly for technical jobs and engineering jobs, I think it's easier in Twente to find a job. I think for us, the most important thing is that we find talent. So whether you're from Russia or the US or from Germany or from the Netherlands, we just want to hire the best talent for a company. So for us, there are not really that many constraints, especially if you're already here in the Netherlands studying, for example. Then for us, it doesn't really matter where you're from.
There is this company called Alexis in Enschede, and it cooperates with my faculty from a very long time. So they are also interested in this topic. So they offered to help me in my study. It was a very great opportunity for me as well to take a look at what Dutch companies are really doing. So I could just go to the offices and talk to people. It was really nice.
It's a really nice support that the government promote this or has this visa program for internationals, which is the Zoekjaar. And I decided to immediately redeem it after I graduated. I went straight for it because you have 3 years to apply for it. It's a really good opportunity that the government promotes, so we can find a first job or continue with our develop more experience.
Yes and no. So yes, because of course as a foreigner here, I have to get used to working using a foreign language, English in my case, and I also have to feel comfortable working with people from a different background, cultural background. But as long as I get used to this, and then I could enjoy my work a lot.
For people who really come here for the first time, we have we have a few interns here now who are also from Germany, who I'm kind of supporting. And I experienced that they sometimes they don't feel uncomfortable, but it's really something different for them to be in Dutch culture and to work at a Dutch company. But for now, I know that at the end of the internship, they're really thankful and they're really grown in themselves, because simply working in a Dutch environment is it's so open and honest, and that really brings you as a person further, but also with projects.
There are a lot of big companies who the language is no problem, or they are more welcoming internationals, but there are a lot of small startups which are, let's say, more Dutch. So I think now the challenge is also for them to switch the mindset of actually there are a lot of interested and talented people out there who would like to contribute and grow your business in the region.
I might have already signed up at a Dutch sports club, let's say, like I do now, because I experienced that a lot of international people actually are there as well, but they are already working. And I think if you're a student and if you're from another country, I think that would really help to sign up at a sports community.
Yeah, just get the most out of your experience here, like meet people, subscribe to whatever your interest is. If you're into sports, if you're into culture, if you are into student associations, like go for it, like meet people. You never know where, like after you graduate, where can an opportunity come.
So I didn't really socialize with lots of people from other countries. So I would have done that differently if I had knew that I would work here. I think that would help me integrate into a different environment more quickly. And also I would have started learning Dutch already. Probably could be useful if the international students know that which companies could offer work visas. Because for us, the most difficult things are, is to arrange a work visa, and not all the companies are able to do that.
For example, the World Trade Center is doing, the Novelty, the Gemeente, cultural institutions, the university. I think now it's becoming more, let's say organically, it's becoming more international or international friendly. But I for sure think they do have like an important role in promoting this, like the growing of the city and the region by bringing more or being more opening to international talent.
Obviously promote the cool companies we have here, but really focus on the living environment we also have here, because the culture and the atmosphere here I think is unique, and that's why I came back. So I would say maybe a little Dutch culture crash course or so would have been helpful for them.
Yeah.
I'm a real ticker now. No, but that's how you call the people in Twente. But no, I would definitely recommend it. Yeah.
If you are not constantly looking for the excitement of living in a big city, I think Twente is a very nice place to live, because people here I think are friendly.
Yes, I totally recommend living in Twente. It's a place to be. You are in a really nice place.